Hey y'all, it's Diane, Shellcraft One, in my old barn door, and today I am playing with my washi tape samples that I have just listed in my shop. So I'm working in my farm journals. I'm trying to get them ready and just putting a little bit of decorations in them. I'm not putting a whole lot of decorations in them because I have found through my Journal With Me series in journaling in my own journal, I have found that me stuffing the journals is really not the best way to do it. And I love stuffing them because I love putting just as much stuff in there as I can get in there. But that can tend to be a hindrance when you're trying to actually journal in the journal. So I've changed the way a little bit, not a whole lot, but I have changed a little bit the way I think I'm going to make my journals. And that would be to maybe make them a little less stuffed and then just add little bags of goodies with them, and that way you have stuff to play with in your journal, the same things that I would have put in the journal, but then you can play with it and put it in the on your spread in your own way, in your own fashion, without having the hindrance of what I've already done in the journal. So I have found in doing the working in the journal that I'm working in that they don't always, it's hard to find the washi tapes that I want. So I just made some myself, and I've been thinking on it for a few weeks, trying to figure out what the best way was to do it. So I've come up with some washi digitals and some washi rice paper. So there's two ways you can do it. So I was just going to share with you while I'm decorating in my farm journal. I was just going to share, or let the video play and kind of let you see what I'm using it for, so that you can have some ideas of how to use it too. So still haven't fixed that yet. It's on the agenda. So for example, I just want to flip through here and find a page that needs a little something. Like this page. This page could use a little something. It's just kind of plain and bare. And so I have 4 different washi sheets that I've listed in the Etsy shop right now. So these are the small ones. These are small, and what they're called washi tape sample sheets. And it just gives you little samples of different washi's with different patterns. And these, of course, are geared towards farm stuff. They're not all farm stuff, more farm and vintagey type washi's. A lot of the washi's that you find are florals, and sometimes I don't need florals. And so these are the medium size ones, hence the sticky note. But in the medium size ones, I have 3 of each pattern. So I just created some that I wanted to work with. This is from one of my digitals, the Autumn Farms digital. So these can be used for fall or farm or both, however you want to do it. This is a picture I took of my barn out at the farm, and I just thought it made the prettiest picture. And it's got the fall colors in it. This is from one of my digitals. This is from one of my digitals. So that's the medium one. This is a medium size one, and I printed these 2 on rice paper so that you could see the difference in them. So these 2 are rice paper, and these 2 I've just printed out on plain, very cheap copy paper. But these are like vintage tape. One's a little more see-through than the other. And then I have some, I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's barnwood with scripture and script. Say that 3 times fast. That's a tongue twister. Some of my German pages, barbed wire, music pages. This is like a vintage number tag. And then again, you've got some repeating patterns on there. So there's that one. And then there's this one, because sometimes I need big washi. Because I like to put washi down the center, or I like to put stuff, on the center of my my signature. And so I need wider washi. So there's my barn. So this one has sunflowers, it's got pumpkins, it's got some fall colors. So this one's more geared more towards fall and farm. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about, or a little how I use it in the journal. So here this page needs some color, and you don't have to put a lot on the page, but just something to, give it a little bit of oomph, I guess is what you could call it. So I think I want to use this one on this page. And so I'm just going to take my ruler and I'm just going to tear it. You can cut it if you want to. I just like the torn look. And it's quicker than getting a trimmer out. So now this side I'll probably have to just trim. Woo! I'm throwing things at myself. So I'm just going to trim this little edge off here. So this one I printed on the regular, I think this is 20-pound copy paper, just cheap copy paper that I got from Walmart. Okay, and then I'm just going to tear the end. And you don't have to go right with, the torn edge of it. It's okay if some of the white's left, and it's okay if none of the white is there. It's however you want to do it. But I like leaving some of the white. But you might not, and that's okay too, because it's your journal. You can do whatever you want to with it. Okay, so I'm just going to tear that. Alright, and now one of the reasons why I love it like this without already being sticky on the back is because what I can do is I can fold this in half, if I can get it to cooperate with me. Just like that. Just fold it in half, get your crease in there, and then I can go ahead and place it where I think it's going to look best in the journal. Now, if I don't need this big of a piece, it doesn't hurt anything to tear in the middle or wherever. So you can use whatever size or whatever length that you think you'll need. But this way, if I go ahead and fold it, then I can get it down in that crease really well. But it's not so difficult, because if you have washi that's already sticky on the back, sometimes it'll stick in places you don't want it to stick. So I am going to take my glue stick. You're going to want to use a good glue stick. You don't want to just use the cheap glue stick because they tend to let go sometimes. But if you use a good glue stick, you're good to go. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it down into the center of my signature. And I'm going to glue one side at a time. Just like that. And then I'm just going to take my glue stick, put some more glue on this side. And then just fold it up onto this page. Like so. And there, you give the page some color. You can make a spread on both pages because this kind of brings both pages together and it gives it a more cohesive look. Be careful with your glue because I got some on there and now it's making a spot, but that's okay. You can stick something on there or wash it off with a wet wipe. So that's one way to use the washies. So I just, I never could find any wide washi that didn't cost an arm and a leg. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll just make my own. So another way is if you're, if you want to put something on a page, let's just find us a page. Let's see. Okay, this page could use something. Let's use a label, because why not? I have a really cute label in here. Where did it go? This one. Let's use this one, because he's too stinking cute. I'm going to lay my scissors right there to hold the page open. So I want to put, just add a little color to this page. So maybe I could do it here, or I could do it here. I think I'll do this one down in the bottom corner. And let me scoot my book up where you can see. Alright, so if I want to, now I can just glue this down, and I'm probably going to, but if it's, something that you don't want to glue down, you can just choose a piece of washi. Now I'm going to use a piece that's on the rice paper just so you can see the difference in the two. And let's see what will go with him. I kind of like, I'm just trying to see what's going to kind of go with the spread of this page. So I've got blue over here. I've got the black and white here. And then the peach in behind there. But I kind of think I just want something simple. So, you know what? Let's use this one with the little flowers on it. I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold it up where you can see it, that pattern a little better. I think this was some vintage wallpaper that I had. So I am just going to cut my little piece out. Like so. And you can go ahead and cut these out. It probably would be easier, you know, like if you sit at night and watch TV and do your fussy cutting, you can cut them out. And then have your little strips ready. And then I'm just going to tear the rest of the way, because I'm just going to tear the end of it anyway. So I'm just going to tear it off. Okay, and then I'm going to tear this end off. Super simple, super easy, super quick. Okay. So then I'm just going to put this here, and I think I'm going to put a strip of washi here, like this, just to make it look like it's holding it onto the page. So I'm going to get a glue page here. I'm going to go ahead and glue my label down, or journal card. You can call this a journal card or a large label, whatever you want to call it. It's in the, this one's in the Farm Labels kit, so if you're looking for it, that's where you'll find it in the shop. So I'm just going to glue him down right there. And then I'm going to flip this over. And when you're using the rice paper, you want a clean glue page, because you don't want the rice paper to stick, because it'll stick a lot easier to your page. But I've already glued on that one. Let's get a clean one. So I'm just going to turn him over, put a little glue on there. Super simple and easy. And then I'm just going to use that just like I would use a piece of washi. And voila, there you have it. So you can use that just like you would a piece of washi tape. And like I say, you know, you can take it into your living room or wherever you watch TV at night and do your fussy cutting and cut them out then, or whatever works for you. But I think I'm going to flip through here and see if I, okay, so see here. This page needs a little something. Let's add some green gingham, because I've been obsessed with green gingham lately. So this is the rice paper one. And I'm just going to take my ruler. And this is what I love about the rice paper. It tears so much easier than a napkin does. But you still get that, you know, kind of clear effect. And if you want it to have more of a clear effect, you can use Mod Podge to do this. It's just a little harder to do it with. So I'm just going to tear my edge down here, just like so. Tear my edge here, like so. And I'm going to have a clean, okay, this one's pretty clean. Put my glue on there. Now the smaller pieces are not as hard to work with as the bigger pieces, so you can go ahead and glue it if you want to. I should have waited and not glued it, but now that I have, we're going to just do it this way. So I'm just going to stick this right here in the middle. And the good thing about this is it's already, the glue stick's a little bit wet, so you got a little bit of time to play and move it around before before it's stuck like Chuck and you can't move it anymore. Whoops. And if you mess up, actually, I kind of like the way it tore like that, because it looks a little more organic. So you can take a bone folder and go down the center just like that and just kind of rub it in, but that just adds a little bit of color there. And you know, if you want to put a piece over here, you can, because sometimes I just like to put washi on the page just as a little bit of a decoration. So let's just do it. Let's use something different. Let's use a different color. You know what? Let's use some of this blue and red. So I'm just going to actually just tear this out like so. And like I say, it don't have to be perfect. Just use what works best for you as far as, you know, cutting it out or whatever. Tearing it out, whichever you like the best. I'm going to tear that end off. And then this one, I think I'm going to cut this one. Just because I think it'll be easier than trying to use the ruler. Like so. And then I'm just going to tear the end off. Not worrying about it being perfect. Then I'm going to take my glue back. Well, I want to kind of see which way I want it to go first. Can y'all even see what I'm doing now? Let's scoot it down so you can see. Okay. So I could do that, but let's add a label on the page, because why not? Let's see, what do we got that would be cute on this page? Actually, this would be really cute with all these colors. I think it might be too big. Hey, you can pick and choose, you know. Ooh, I kind of like this. Maybe we could put this one down here. Put the washi up there, and that way you have your element of 3. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and put my label down first. Okay, so I'm going to put my label down here on the bottom. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm sorry. Keep going out of frame. Because my book is so big, but I love the bigger books, honestly. And I think I'm going to keep one of these for myself, and then put the rest in the shop, and that way y'all can journal along with me in your big books. Okay, I'm going to tear this one a little bit more and get rid of a little bit of that white. I don't mind some of it, but I don't want it to have too much. Okay, so I think we're going to glue the red down first. Let me slide it back down because we're going to put this at the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my glue on both of them. And leave the blue sitting there for a second because it's not going to take long to put this where I want it. So we'll put that one down first. And we'll come back and get our blue flowers. We'll put them right here. Just like so. And if you don't like that, which I kind of don't like that, you can take it off before you glue it down, but I'm just going to pull it up a little bit and pull that off some. There we go. There we go. So you can use these washi sample sheets. You can use them on tags, index cards, journal pages, just about anything you want to. Making a card, anywhere you can use washi tape, you can use these. So I just thought I would have a little fun today and give myself a break for a minute from doing the business side of things. And there is our page. I know you can't see the whole one. Let me raise it up. I think that's a little better, and I think you can see the whole page now. But see, that just adds just enough color to this page to where I don't feel like I'm just giving you a white page, because I just can't with that. So anyways, these are the washi sample sheets. They're in the shop now. If you want to go and grab yourself some, if you are like me and have a hard time finding, you know, the bigger washies that don't cost you an arm and a leg. So those are the ones that are in the shop, and if y'all like them, I'll add more. And if you don't, I won't spend the time on it unless I need some. So those are in the shop. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment box below. Put in the comments, put ways that you use washi tape in your journals, or in your craft. You know, it's not just journals that you use washi tape in. It's lots of crafts that we use washi tapes in. So share your information. We'll all share our ideas and help each other out. So anyways, hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.